in 1956. Left home when I was 16, and the lady and her husband that I went to board with had a small chair, and because I was working at a furniture company, they thought I could do upholstery, so they said, here, they got some fabric and put this little chair in the basement and told me go down there and use as much room as I wanted to, and I could upholster that little chair down there.
Was this before you worked at Luger's?
Oh yeah, it was my second job that I had. So the first job I had was CF Strike Manufacturing. They manufacture the world's finest slumber chair. So push a little button on the side of the arm and it tilted back and did all kind of fancy little things. But anyway, I was working at Artistic Furniture at the time I did this little chair, and the lady got it done. The lady was very pleased with it, and she said, oh, that turned out really nice. So then she told a neighbor that lived down the street what I did, and hence came my second little chair to do. So then by the time I was 18 and a half, I got married, and this is my 55th year of being married, by the way. And so when I got married, the lady we moved into an apartment that owned the apartment building that we moved into, she said that she had some furniture she wanted done, and that I could upholster it in her basement. So I said okay. So I did that job, and so she told me I could permanently have a space in the basement to do whatever I wanted down there as far as the upholstery business.
But this is her house?
Her house, yes. So from then on, it was just like, taking one job after another, diddling around here and there and making a few dollars. And then Robertine and I bought a house in Oakley, and I started working in the basement there, picking up side jobs. Ran some advertisement in a local newspaper, which was like a Forest Hills Journal. Your seatbelt light's flashing.
I don't know why. I've got it on.
Well, maybe it's mine. Okay, you're not supposed to drive in Ohio without a seatbelt on. If I can manage this without going off the road. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
Shaky, isn't it?
Drive it like the van.
Shaky, isn't it? So anyway, business started developing good, and I was working in furniture factories, and I worked for, after I left Artistic, I was there for 10 years. And then I went to Luger's, and I worked there for 2 years as a quality control and inspector of their upholstered furniture before it went out of the warehouse. And we cut their complaints down to practically nothing. Then from there I went to Fix Reed, and I worked there for 5 years. And all the jobs that I've had on this, that I worked a regular job, which was considered a regular job, I always did my upholstery business on the side. Now, while I was at Fix Reed Company, I had a guy contacted me from Chicago and said they were looking for a plant manager, and that took me to Chicago for an interview, and then they paid all of my expenses to go for an interview in Tennessee, in Knoxville, and I went down there. They were impressed with my resume and called me to work, and I was down there for 5 months, and in January of I think it was 72, came back home because they had a plant manager, a they had a comptroller who wanted to be the plant manager and control everything. So if you pull the purse strings, I guess you're pretty much in control. But that's the way he wound up. Well, in the meantime, during all these jobs, we had our firstborn son, Russell. Of course, that was in 1965. I think I'm right about that date. And then in 1970, Stephanie was born. And in 75, Joseph was born. And in 78, James was born. He's our youngest. He's our baby. 1974 in September, the holiday was Yom Kippur. I'm pretty sure it's Yom Kippur. I had a disagreement with the plant manager there at the fixed reed company where I was working, and he told me to pick up my marbles and hit the hill. So your mother and I had already bought a house in Newtown that I had my shop in and had a business going already full-time. Practically should have been a full-time business, but I was still doing it part-time. But anyway, when he told me I was to pick up my marbles and hit the hill, I went ahead and went home, and that was about 10 o'clock in the morning. Your mother wanted to know why I was home, and I told her I thought I was either just quit or was fired. I wasn't sure. And that I was going to work at the shop, and been self-employed ever since 1974.
Premium